And you should realize that a lot of these Palestinians, they're not Ishmael. Ishmael is only up in Saudi Arabia or somewhere like that. All these other Schwarze Juden, they're all mixed up with Esau.
Wow.
And with other people, it's a whole mishmash.
But he goes
not a good one. And so, what's happening is that gradually we're being mavara Esau by struggling in Torah.
Wow.
And therefore Yitzchak was right. He said, I gave these blessings in order to be mavara Esau. And that's what's happening.
Wow.
And it was because it went to Yaakov. So eventually, through that, it's going to be mavara Esau.
Wow.
But had Esau got the blessing straight from Yitzchak, nothing would happen.
Wow.
You follow?
Yeah.
So, comes along the Rabbi in a famous Maimon and a famous Sikha, and the Rabbi says that he can all fall off your chair. The Rabbi said that has been completed. That the Yidden have struggled so much in the lands of Esau that they've already been mavara.
Shiur.
Yeah. That Esau is not what he was way back.
Yep.
He's already mavura. But in order to finish off the job and make him really come to the ball game of Kedusha, that he got to tell him the truth. You have to tell him the truth. And he said, if you don't tell him the truth, then he deep inside gets confused. And he says, wait a minute, these Yidden are bluffing me. You understand? So let's do it my way. I have to do it that way. He was ready to do it that way. But if they themselves bluff him, and the Rebbe said, that's the tragedy of the whole Zionist government here in Eretz Yisrael, that they do not tell the truth. And they start off without the Eibishter. And remember, you can't be like that, you understand? Mm-hmm. And so what is our task? Is to tell the truth, to tell Esau the truth. And if we'll tell him the truth, he will come to the ball game. Mm-hmm. I mean, the whole miser with their straw, with the whole thing, you know, because there's some crazy politicians that are Zoya and Azoya. We have to say that because the Eibishter Tazoik is on. Yeah? And the Torah Kedusha says that that's why we have Eretz Yisrael, and why it belongs to us. And that should be what's said in the Yom and against the Meiser. But you have to carry out that. You can't just say something like that and then do the opposite. You follow? Yeah. You've got to be a Ishaman. And if they will say that to Esau, he will be ready. The whole trouble is that they haven't said that to him. And because we're bluffing Esau, therefore he says to him, so wait a minute, what's going on here, you know? I wanted to help these guys, but they're all dragging me a coat. And you should realize that that's the same thing with the President of the United States, it's the same thing with everything. And you know that this Netanyahu, when he was in the he, just recently, he met up with the Russian fellow, with Putin. Mm-hmm. I think I told you the story. And Putin said, what are you here coming here to answer yourself, you know? He said, these guys are causing you trouble. Get rid of them, finish them off, you know. What are you coming here, you know, saying all sorts of nice tirutim and everything? Yeah. So Netanyahu says to him, what can I do? But the Attorney General in the government, he doesn't let me shoot terrorists. Mm-hmm. He says I shouldn't shoot them.
Shoot the terrorists. Mm-hmm.
So you know what Putin said to him? He said, him go and shoot the Attorney General. That's what he said to him. Yeah. That's what you got to do. You have to get rid of all this baloney. They are right, they're not right. You can shoot them, you can't shoot them. I tell you, know, if he's already finished doing what he wanted to do, then you're allowed to shoot him anymore. And I mean, all sorts of absolutely impossible nonsense. And today they took down, you know, today they demolished the shul. The Yidden. Netanyahu. Because the Arabs claim that that's their land. So they demolished the shul.
What?
Yeah. Playing into the hands of the Arabs. Absolutely.
Wow.
So he talks big, but he doesn't keep it. He doesn't hold by what he says. And the Rebbe says, Esau wants to hear that you hold by it. Then he will play along. He said, because, and that's what Putin said. Putin said, listen, I'm with you, but what after come here? He's got a problem. Deal with it. Don't just,
What do you mean Esau will play along?
So Esau is ready deep inside to hear the truth. And if you hear the truth, he will say, Avada the Eretz Yisrael belongs to Eden, Avada the Eivesha runs.
Oh, whoa!
Avada, you follow? Because he's ready. And the Rebbe said, because of the learning Torah with Mesiras Nefesh, and with struggle and whatever that Yidden have learned, all the generations, by Esau, with that they've been Mavarayim. And that was a quote that was given in the brothers to Yaakov. He can do that. Had it gone straight to Esau, would have been lost. Oh, but because Yaakov is the symptom and he's Masuda, but he also ready to work hard, he's able to do it, and it's been done. That's what the Rebbe said. That the world of Esau is ready to hear the truth. And if they will hear the truth, then everything will be fine. That's what the Rebbe said. But Amira, that's what you said about Mashiach. The Rebbe said that really Esau is ready for Mashiach to come. It all just depends what the Yidden do. And so the Yidden go over to Esau and say, oh yes, here we are. Listen, we really want to give everything back. We don't really want to own Eretz Yisrael. We don't do. So, Esau hears all this, he said, what's going on around here? These guys are absolutely crackers, These are not the Yidden that I've heard about, and I know. And he says, if they say so.
They retaliate.
Eh?
Every time we tell them the truth, they retaliate.